A district attorney who is under investigation announced he is retiring.
Mr. McDade's long and storied career as the district attorney will come to an end.
New at 6, the agreement that will also end the investigation into how his office spent money. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jovita Moore.
I'm Justin Farmer, and a longtime, well-known district attorney is retiring. And today's announcement comes after he found himself under investigation for how he used money his office seized from some criminals. Investigative reporter Mark Winnie broke the story at noon. Mark's live in Buckhead with how this decision will effectively end the investigation.
The investigation of him. May still be others. Non-prosecution agreement. That's what this agreement we're about to tell you about is labeled. A couple of things been going on for months. He's been very ill, according to what we've been hearing, and there's been this state investigation. Well, now the two things have come together for this decision, apparently. We're going to begin with his lawyer, Drew Findling, who we talked to at his office down the road.
He formally announces his retirement.
No telling how many indictments presented in the Douglas County Grand Jury room District Attorney David McDade had a hand in.
Anytime me and David walked in a courtroom together, we knew somebody was going to go to prison, or somebody bad was about to go away.
But now McDade is retiring, effective April 30th, and a document indicates after investigations by the GBI and Attorney General's office, the state agrees not to present evidence to a grand jury or seek arrest warrants or file an accusation regarding McDade and the investigation. His attorney, Drew Findling, says news reports prompted McDade to request a GBI investigation which focused on spending by his office.
David McDade committed no crimes whatsoever.
Besides retirement, the agreement says McDade will pay restitution payable to Douglas County of $4,000 plus.
We took pride, don't come across the river and do a crime because you're going to get some serious time.
Douglas County Sheriff's Captain Bruce Ferguson says he worked countless homicides with McDade, whom he described as a hard worker and hard-nosed.
He is so big and protecting and helping victims.
Did he have his critics?
Yeah, he'd tick people off. He ticked me off. Boy, me and him were on behind closed doors and almost come to blows, but 2 days later, we're fine.
Findling indicated McDade has had a litany of life-threatening heart and blood clot issues, a significant factor in his decision to retire.
He is not out of danger yet.
I talked to his secretary, Donna, and just let her know to relay a message to him. We're saying a prayer for him.
And now this agreement we got from the Attorney General's office says McDade makes no admission of liability or culpability by entering into this agreement. And again, his attorney indicated at the news conference he was only talking about McDade's culpability or lack thereof. He was very careful, it seemed, not to talk about whether anybody else is still under investigation. Reporting live, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
Now more details on the McDade investigation. David McDade himself requested the GBI investigation into his office's spending of money forfeited by criminals. The GBI says that it has completed the probe. McDade's attorney said earlier this year they would fight efforts to get a special grand jury to hear the evidence.